Hey everyone, welcome back to the latest Iraqi Dinar update. Things in Iraq are heating up on multiple fronts, and the Dinar community is watching closely. Let's dive into what the top voices are saying right now. Sandy Ingram didn't hold back in her recent report. She explained that she really didn't want to share this, but the situation on the ground has gotten so serious that she felt she had no choice. Iraq stands out as the only country in the Middle East currently facing pressure and attacks from both sides amid the broader regional tensions. One recent article put it bluntly: Iraq is risking internal conflict as the U.S.-Iran situation chips away at Baghdad's careful neutrality. Sandy highlighted growing dangers, with potential clashes between the government and militias, or pro-Iran versus pro-U.S. factions. She warned this could seriously threaten the country's unity if things escalate. On the political side, Frank 26 shared some encouraging movement. He noted that more than two-thirds of Iraq's parliament members have now signed on to move forward with electing the president this coming Monday. In just 72 hours, over 220 lawmakers got involved, which could help secure the votes needed to finally form a new government. Once that government is in place, Frank says Parliament is expected to open the budget, and the very first item on the table will be the exchange rate. He pointed out that a massive budget like this simply can't run effectively at the current 1,300 dinars to the dollar. That rate would undermine the entire economic reform plan Iraq is trying to push through. Parliament Speaker al-Halbusi echoed the urgency, posting that the delay in electing the president is no longer acceptable. He stressed it's directly hurting the country's stability and that leaders must step up and take responsibility. Now, let's get real for a moment. Guru Fun took off the rose-colored glasses and offered a grounded perspective after 14 years following the dinar. He said he's never seen this level of wishful thinking in the community. There are no special 800 numbers, no dedicated exchange windows or centers popping up, and in his view, a major revaluation isn't on the horizon anytime soon. Iraq still has a long list of reforms and requirements to complete, including full ISO 20022 compliance. But not everyone is hitting the brakes. Militiaman remains optimistic, saying the reform progress is steadily taking shape, even with all the heated tensions in the Middle East. He emphasized that Iraq is not stopping. The ambitious development road project keeps moving forward, and just because there's regional turmoil doesn't mean everything derails. Trade continues, the world is watching, and momentum is building. Steve brought up an interesting financial signal. Iraq has dramatically increased its holdings of U.S. Treasury bonds. To him, that looks like preparation for some kind of significant monetary or financial shift. That said, he doesn't expect major movement until the situation with Iran either wraps up or stabilizes, noting there are still many moving pieces in play. Sandy Ingram followed up with some reassuring travel insights. After visiting the Middle East and parts of Eurasia to better understand exchange possibilities, she's less worried about being completely locked out. She believes the currency will remain accessible for travelers no matter what Iraq decides next. There could be limits on amounts exchanged, depending on any future adjustment, but once Iraq moves toward a float, raises the currency's value, or fully opens up to international finance, things could shift surprisingly fast. Finally, Bruce, via Wiser Now, dropped a more upbeat timeline. He said things are looking solid right now, with indications that exchange groups may be positioned in Tier 4B. He believes we could see exchanges begin before the end of the month, potentially as soon as Tuesday the 31st. We'll have to wait and see, but he thinks the outlook is still promising. That's the latest pulse from the Dinar gurus. Iraq faces real challenges with politics, security, and regional pressures, but reforms and big projects like the development road are still pushing ahead. As always, stay informed, manage expectations, and keep an eye on official developments. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you make of these mixed signals? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.